Just gonna get this story out of the way since it's fresh on my mind. I had two very different clients today, very unique individuals, very unique situations. But it's just funny how when something's given to you, you don't appreciate it as much as when you've earned it. My first client, I get to this guy's place. It's almost like he had to talk to me. He couldn't just let me do my job that I wanted to do. He was trying to it felt like he was trying to impress me with materialistic things he had in his life. He had to say, "Oh, I have this, I have that. Um, I inherited all this land." But the funny thing was that his land wasn't maintained. Like he didn't take care of like when I first got there, I was like I kind of got like a yucky feeling. I was like, ugh, don't think I'm gonna like this one. Um, and it was kind of like that. Like he had to clean up around the place so I could do what I had to do, and it was kind of not cool. It didn't make me feel nice, and I kind of had to. It was only at the end of my job that I was starting to realize like who he really was. It wasn't the material stuff that made him who he was. He actually had a lot of passion and drive, but didn't want to lead with what he likes to do in life. Um, all this land, but not taking care of it. And it's just funny when something's given to you, you don't treat it as well as say, you did it all on your own. My other client for the day, he was very different. He let me do what I had to do. He was just coming in from doing some stuff too, and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta get my mind right." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I like when people don't force conversation, kind of let it happen organically, or ask if you need help, and it's like, "No, it's okay," or whatnot. But what he had was very clean. Um, He was alone, able to be alone on his own. The other person I did like he had lots of pets and animals and such, and it's like he couldn't just sit with his thoughts. But the other guy, clean land, clean stuff. And then it was only after I was like now I'm interested. The less you try to impress people with your stuff, I'm like, okay, who are you now? I kind of want to get to know you. I'm finishing up all my stuff. And then the conversation kind of starts happening, and it's like, oh man, like he's kind of, self-made man. He's been through situations, and he was able to turn those situations into a blessing, something he can share with other people, and he's not really like flexing or flossing. But then you find out he's actually doing stuff in the community, helping, volunteering, and it's kind of cool to see. It's like when you win the lottery. A lot of people that win the lottery, they lose the money instantly because they don't know what it really takes to maintain that type of cash flow, that type of money. But when you see somebody, and the guy was young too, younger guy, and I was really, really happy for him because it was like to get that type of mindset of, okay, I started a business in high school. I tried working with other people, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be. And then you kind of bet on yourself. When you bet on yourself, you kind of treat things differently, and you're like, okay, if I want the life that I want to have, I'm gonna have to make it. Other buddy who it was given to him, it was overwhelming. It's like, man, this isn't what I really wanted to do. And I was like, okay, why don't you can hire, like you're at the point where you can hire somebody to do it. And he's like, he just feels like he's obligated to do stuff, and it's not what he wanted to do. Like I was asking what he was doing before all his inheritance came, and it was like theater and drama, and he liked directing stuff, and I was like, okay, why don't you keep doing that? And then he like kind of had excuses, and if you let excuses be the reason why you're not living the life you want, then you're gonna feel you can feel the energy. You can feel when somebody's just depressed or not happy with themselves. I don't want to talk about his habits, but I could see it. And it's like, you're not taking good care of yourself, like long fingernails. It was like, if you know Lord of the Rings, Sorrow Man, I think that was like Dumbledore's friends when he turned evil. You could see it. Like he's like, ugh. Like there's just an energy that you can't really mess with. But the other guy was like Gandalf, Gandalf the White, when he's just like clean living, um, discipline, was going to therapy, stuff to really work on the inner workings. So you can use the external stuff to kind of cover up how you feel inside and you're actually unhappy. He had like three dogs, right? And then something happened where it's like the karma got him, where the dog injured him. So he was out from work for a bit too. And it's like, man, stop buying all this stuff to try and fill the void instead of confronting it dead on. And it's like, if you're not happy, go seek out the help to actually get. Don't like push through pain. I shouldn't say, don't push through situations like brute force. I use God. I pray a lot. I just did a fast, and that just kind of kept me connected with why I'm doing what I'm trying to do. But if you just brute force it with flesh, you end up hurting yourself more and more. But when you find like people on similar journeys, people that have done what you want to do, and you talk to them, ask them for help, like the other guy did, it kind of smooths the process up. So I just wanted to make that like two very different clients today. When you're given something, you don't take it. Oh, you take it for granted almost. You don't appreciate it as much as when you work for it. When you buy all these things to distract the noise going on in your head, you lose your way and you lose yourself, and then you get so caught up taking care of all this crap that you have no interest in. If I tell you what he was doing, you would laugh. And I was like, I better see you keep doing what you're doing later, because it took me so long. Like I wish he led with, oh, I'm currently practicing such and such and I really enjoy it. I would have been like, yeah, like don't come to me with like, oh, this is my job. I'm a high end and our business is the best, and I don't really care about stuff like that. I'm more into like how you feel as a human, like how your energy is when you wake up. Cause right now it's not so much about what you're doing in life, how much you're earning. It's like how fulfilled do you feel? Do you feel like you're on a mission? Do you feel purpose? Do you feel drive? Do you have community? If you don't really have a community, you feel very empty. Or if you don't have somebody to really, people to share experiences with, you feel dead inside. So I don't know. Don't buy stuff thinking it's gonna fill the void. You deal with the void straight on. We all have some trauma that we've dealt with. We've all been in situations where we think just working our way through it is the best way, and it's like, no, slow down, understand what you're trying to run away from, because that's who you are. You are these experiences, and even if they were very bad and you're trying to shut them up, they won't go anywhere because they're a part of your DNA, they're a part of who you are. So the more you can talk and share your story with the youth and share that stuff, like the more you help other people instead of making it all about you, you really will, I don't know, find more joy in life. So gonna continue to stay consistent with these. This was just a little story, a little yin and yang of like two very different people of inheritance versus doing the work yourself and what it does for your mind. Find peace in what you're trying to accomplish and go accomplish it. Go do what you want to do. Don't make excuses. Life is very short. We are all gonna die. I'll continue to remind you. So, how you choose to write your story is up to you. This is Nathan Edwards. This is Ego, Energy Getting Organized. And if you made it this far, I'm praying for you. I feel a shift coming in the world. Don't worry about all the negatives. We turn the negatives and we use them as positive and fuel. Focus on what you can control. All right. Love you guys.